Today we're going to talk about the most important problem I see facing the world today, and that is the fact that every internet entrepreneur, every kid who started making a little money online now seems to want to buy a Lambo, a Ferrari, a Porsche, or a BMW. I'm going to tell you, all you kid entrepreneurs, all you teenage entrepreneurs, why you're making a huge mistake. Hey guys, it's James Holt back with another video, and today we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to give you a personal opinion and tell you why you should not buy a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, or any other fancy expensive car. Before you click away, this is probably not the video you're expecting, and I'm not just going to say it's stupid because it's a waste of money, which it arguably is, but so is every other way to spend your money, and it is not my job or my responsibility or my interest to tell people how to spend the money they have earned. I've got an entirely different issue with buying expensive cars, and that's what we're going to talk about. First of all, we're going to show a picture of a Lamborghini, cool car. Not greatly into cars, but yeah, you have to respect it. It's cool, it's fast. Can't imagine it's terribly comfortable, but this is a cool car. Okay. What this video is actually about, of course, is not cars. It is about my personal philosophy of stealth wealth. I'm all about making money, and I don't care how you spend your money. That's your thing, and you can spend your money on whatever you like. Spend it on expensive hookers, spend it on booze, drugs, cars, whatever you wish. That's your thing. I'll do my thing. Thank you very much. But I want to promote an idea that, as far as I know, has been popularized by a guy called Sam on his blog Financial Samurai. A lot of other people talk about this as well, but he's the one where I got it from, so I'm going to give credit to him. And this is stealth wealth. Basically, the idea is, yes, make money, yes, become rich, yes, go for financial independence, but avoid the attention that generally goes with it. You don't want to be known as the rich guy. You want to have money. So many benefits to money. Money is not the root of all evil. Money is great. That's why we all work. That's why we try to build our businesses. And money is what makes the world go round, whether you like that or not. However, money does bring negative consequences with it if, and only if, everyone knows you have money. So, simple solution is avoid the attention. Nobody needs to know that you are rich. The problem with this is a lot of these guys I see, especially the young guys on YouTube who are making money with dropshipping, YouTube, or whatever. I get the feeling, or a lot of them say it as well, that they probably weren't popular in school. They were always a bit of an outsider. Depending how you want to frame that, they were either thinking different, they were ahead of their peers, or they were just losers. No problem with that. If you're successful now, then all the luck to you, and I wish you the best. I really do. But there's a tendency I see in people to want to stick it to their old peers, the guys who were popular in school when you weren't. So now they've got money and they think, hey, I'm going to buy this car, and they're going to see that I'm more successful than them and that they were just a loser all along, and I was right, you were wrong. And I'm sure this gives you a big push of validation and makes you feel like the big badass you've always wanted to be. But in all honesty, I think it brings more problems into your life than it solves. The problem with attention is it brings along with it jealousy, resentment, possibly even hate, and it brings very real dangers into your life. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be robbed walking down the street, but you immediately, as soon as people know you've got money and you're successful, they will try to waste your time. It's just an extra headache you don't want to deal with when old colleagues come out the bush and suddenly start messaging you and want to learn from you. That's just a pain you don't want to deal with. You want to be moving up in life and not trying to fight off all the leeches that are now coming after you. That's one danger to your time. Now, there's also the very real danger of theft and cyber attacks. Tanner J. Fox, popular YouTuber, his stuff was hacked. Graham Stephan, I believe he's called, he was also hacked, his Gmail accounts. Now, of course, you can take security precautions to avoid this happening, or you could just remain out of the public eye and don't broadcast the fact that you have money to the entire world. Ask yourself, what do you get in return when you tell everyone about how cool and rich you now are? You might feel great, it's a fleeting emotion though, even if you do feel great. You might feel cooler and validated, and all the people that told you it wouldn't work, now you can show them that it did. And honestly, if you think this way and you have to show off and give it to all the guys who tried to hold you down and didn't believe you, didn't believe in your ideas, didn't believe in you at all, if you need to show them now that you're successful, then you perhaps have bigger issues in terms of your emotional control or your need for validation or whatever. Again, it's not a personal attack on anyone specifically or anyone at all. It's just an observation I've made and something I want to talk about. Also to show you that there is an alternative option. Because if you just watch on YouTube, then naturally you're going to see the people who make money and then broadcast themselves. Because the people who don't put themselves out there, well, while they do exist, obviously, and I think there's a lot more than you'd expect, by definition almost, they're not on YouTube. So you don't get to hear about them. So I think a lot of guys are going to come up and try to make money online, and if they succeed, they will then immediately follow in the footpaths of their favorite YouTubers because they don't know of an alternative path. That is my goal today. I'm explaining to you there is an alternative path, stealth wealth, make your money, avoid attention, and live a happy life doing whatever you please without broadcasting the fact you are now making good money or possibly even really rich. There is one exception to this, of course, and no, Tai Lopez is not the only person who I think should buy cars. There are a lot of people that have very real and very good reasons to buy expensive cars. Tai is a brilliant marketer. So much respect for this guy, even though I've never actually bought any of his. Oh, actually, I did buy the 67 Steps once for a review website, but I'm not a follower of his cult, or I'm not a huge believer in his advice or anything just because I don't watch his videos. What I do watch and analyze and keep a close eye on is his marketing, and he uses his cars brilliantly. Here he's photographed standing with his cars or other people's cars. I don't actually know if they belong to him. He uses them as marketing props to propel his controversial and love him, hate him. He uses his cars very well to improve his personal brand and ultimately make a lot of money. And that's what he does, and he does it very well. Some of you are actually also in this situation. You don't need to be as big as Tai Lopez to make good use of cars as marketing tools. Even if you've got a smaller channel, you can absolutely use your car to increase views, increase perhaps respect of the peers, and also just use it for clickbait. Use it to attract haters, and haters are useful because they're giving you attention nonetheless. It's useful for a business, personal brand, not necessarily for your life enjoyment though. Alex Becker, another great example. I'm honestly not sure how much he actually likes his cars, whether he thinks it's a little stupid of an obsession, whether he thinks it's a waste of money in general, but he knows it works. He knows it works for marketing, and I think Alex Becker would probably agree that he didn't come up with the idea on his own. He saw other people doing it. He saw Tai Lopez doing it, so he decided to follow in his footsteps and now does it too. And pictures like this will probably help grow his brand because it appeals to a certain type of person and it's good for marketing. Nothing wrong with it. Here's a smaller YouTuber doing the same thing, just a final example, it's Hayden Bowles. Cool guy, I like him. 17-year-old, drives cool cars. I think he owns an BMW M4, and he absolutely uses his cars as marketing props. I'm sure he enjoys driving otherwise well. I'm sure he enjoys showing off and sticking it to the people who didn't believe in him and all of that. I'm sure or I suspect he fell into the pitfalls that a lot of you fall into, but ultimately he puts his cars to good use. Now, if you are not a public figure, even if you've got a smaller channel, like you don't need to be Ty Lopez, but if you don't even have a YouTube channel and you're not even showing your cars to propel your brand like Hayden is, then I don't think you should be buying these cars unless you are an absolute car lover and that's the thing you love most. If you love it most, like I say, spend your money on whatever you want. It's not about the cars, it's about the general topic of not flaunting wealth because it's, in my opinion, better to stay low key and not jump into the limelight. A few closing thoughts. We've covered this before actually, just quickly. Spend your money however you like. I'm not here to tell you what to buy or not to buy, despite the provocative headline and opening slide to this crappy PowerPoint presentation I've made. You earned your money, spend it however you like. I'm not here to tell you what to buy and what not to buy. But keep it in mind that everything you do in the public eye has consequences. People will treat you differently, and you may want that now. Consider whether you will still want that in 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, or whatever. Do you want everyone to know that you're rich? That's the basic question. There are downfalls to that. There are advantages to staying low key. And I just want to show you that, yes, there is an alternative way. You do not have to follow in the footsteps of your YouTubers, of your favorite YouTubers, and keep in mind that they perhaps would not be buying the cars and flaunting the cars the way they do if they weren't using them as marketing props to build their personal brand. So, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you all for watching. Slightly different video today, not a specific Shopify tactic or any tactic really. It's a life philosophy and something that I try to live by every single day. That's why you won't see me driving a Lambo anytime soon. In fact, you probably won't see me anywhere doing anything because I hide behind a computer screen and make my money in peace. Hopefully you find it helpful, even though there are no fast cars on this channel. If you do, if you like this channel, despite the lack of Lambos and Ferraris, then please do like the video and subscribe for more daily uploads. Until next time.